dark matter. You may not know, or maybe you do, that 85% of all the gravity of the universe has a source that is completely unaccounted for. We look around at all the electrons, protons, all the favorite particles that comprise us and Earth and the sun. We find them, we know where they are. We know how to detect them. And when we do, and we look at the gravity that they exhibit, that's like 1/6 of the gravity that's actually exhibiting itself out there in the universe. We don't know what's causing it. So we have this placeholder term called dark matter. We don't know if it's matter. There are many of us who assume it for other cogent reasons, but we don't know if it's matter. So we could have just called it Fred, all right? It's just a placeholder term, okay? So we are completely ignorant of what accounts for this extra gravity. It's really dark gravity. That's what it is. We call it dark matter. Now, there's the old saying, if you're a hammer, all your problems look like nails. Because we have dark matter as an outstanding problem, if you're a particle physicist, they all think it's some mystery particle awaiting our discovery. If you're a sort of gravitational dynamicist, you might think that maybe our laws of gravity need modification. You're just applying the wrong formula to calculate how much gravity should be coming out of this matter. Put in the right formula, corrects it all. I'm agnostic there. My favorite idea, not my idea, but it's circulating, comes from the multiverse hypothesis, that we are one of many universes, which has important historical and philosophical foundations for suggesting we might be one of multiple universes. But there's no evidence for that yet. But let's go with that assumption for the moment. If there were multiple universes, they would exist in a higher dimension. So you'd have these universes coexisting with us in a higher dimension, non-intersecting. It turns out, if you do the calculation, gravity can permeate the membrane of one universe and be felt across the membrane of an adjacent universe. So it may be that what we're calling dark matter is regular matter in a parallel universe whose gravitational field we are feeling. And so it's not always wrong to hypothesize, it's not always wrong to hypothesize things that you cannot measure directly, because you may be able to measure them indirectly. You can hypothesize that a bear is walking around your cottage in the mountains, even if you've never seen it, because after a snowfall, you see bear prints outside your house. Okay, well, okay, maybe that's an imposter. But then you see like a big pile of bear poop, okay? And so now you got it, all right? And so now you don't have to have seen the bear to suggest to yourself that maybe you should move somewhere else. So there are forces of nature that can reveal themselves without actually seeing them directly. That's my favorite hypothesis, but I'm not like lobbying for it. I just think it's the coolest among the hypotheses suggested. So that's dark matter, and whoever discovers what it is, that's a Nobel Prize waiting to be handed, right there.
And that's not the same thing as dark energy.
Well, that's not the same thing as dark energy. That's another aspect of the cosmos about which we are completely dumb stupid. There is 4 times as much dark energy as there is dark matter, of which there's 6 times as much of that as there is the matter that we know and love. So we only understand 4% of that which comprises the entire cosmos. So you can't be an astrophysicist and be big-headed about it, because we are staring ignorance in the face. And dark energy is, this is this pressure that exists in the vacuum of the cosmos that takes our expanding universe and has turned it into an accelerating expanding universe. The gravity of all the objects want to sort of slow things down. The dark energy is speeding it up. We don't know what's causing it. And it'll very shortly completely overrun all the power of the gravitational force there is in the universe. And all the galaxies of the night sky will accelerate to beyond our horizon. And cosmology as we know it would cease. And the cosmologists of the future, since they will have no galaxies to gaze upon, because the expanding universe took them out of our horizon, all the universe will simply be the stars of the Milky Way galaxy of the night sky. And they will look at old texts from previous years, and they will say, oh, this is what people used to say about the universe, about the galaxies that were in the night sky. Had there not been these books telling them about what used to be there, there would be no understanding of a Big Bang or cosmology or of the origin of the universe. So, there you have it. Oh, by the way, and so dark energy, since we don't know what that is, that could be just like, we have Fred and Ethel, right? Dark matter, dark energy, they're just placeholder words. We have no idea what they are.
Some of us know even less than others. Go ahead.